Imagine being deep underground, surrounded by total darkness, the cold pressure of water closing in around you, and the sound of your own breathing echoing through your mask. You glance at your gauge and realize only 5 minutes of oxygen remain. This isn't a movie or a rescue drama. It's a true story. The terrifying final moments faced by two of the world's most skilled cave divers, Parker Turner and Bill Gavin, members of the Woodville Karst Plain Project, WKPP, during a dive at Indian Springs, Florida, in 1991. The WKPP was a team of expert divers who explored and mapped Florida's massive underwater cave networks. Their dives were highly technical, requiring precise planning, specialized gas mixtures, and perfect teamwork. On November 17, 1991, Turner and Gavin set out to explore deeper sections of Indian Springs, also known as Sherlock Springs. They planned to use a gas mixture called trimix, a blend of oxygen, nitrogen, and helium, to safely reach depths of nearly 300 feet. The mission was to explore new passages, gather data, and return through a long tunnel system with several planned decompression stops. Support divers waited in the shallower zones to assist if anything went wrong. For the first hour, everything went smoothly. The pair reached their target area, completed their mapping, and began the return journey. But as they approached a narrow section of the cave called Squaw's Restriction, disaster struck. Without warning, the cave ceiling began to collapse. A cloud of sand, rocks, and silt filled the passage, burying their guideline, the thin cord that served as their only route back to safety. Visibility dropped instantly to zero. The once clear tunnel was now a black void of swirling debris. Turner and Gavin were trapped. Their exit was sealed, their line lost, and their air supplies dwindling. Both divers stayed calm, trying to retrace their route by touch. But every movement stirred up more silt, making it impossible to see or navigate. They searched for nearly 45 minutes, feeling along the walls and floor, hoping to find the buried line or a small opening. But time was running out. Their oxygen levels were dropping fast. Bill Gavin's air supply was nearly gone, and in one final effort, he swam deeper into the passage, hoping to find another route. When he returned, Parker Turner was gone. It's believed Turner made one last desperate attempt to remove his tanks and squeeze through a narrow gap in the debris. He almost made it, but ran out of air just before reaching open water. His body was later found wedged near the restriction, only a few feet from safety. Gavin, barely conscious and on the last breaths of his tank, somehow found a small gap in the collapsed area and forced his way through. He surfaced gasping for air, exhausted and in shock, the lone survivor of the tragedy. The death of Parker Turner shook the diving world. He was known for his discipline and experience, which made the accident even more haunting. For years, the cause of the collapse remained a mystery. Some speculated it was caused by earthquakes or natural erosion. But decades later, researchers at Florida State University uncovered a surprising explanation. They discovered that exhaled bubbles from divers can collect under cave ceilings during long decompression stops. These trapped bubbles gradually reduce the buoyant support of the rock above, effectively making the ceiling heavier until it suddenly collapses. That scientific discovery finally explained what killed Parker Turner, and it changed cave diving safety forever. The tragedy became a lesson for divers worldwide. It showed that even the most skilled professionals are at the mercy of nature's hidden dangers. The WKPP introduced new safety protocols, and Turner's story became a symbol of both bravery and humility in the face of the unknown. Gavin continued diving, carrying his friend's legacy and ensuring that no one else would make the same fatal mistake. Two men entered that cave as explorers driven by curiosity and courage. Only one returned. With 5 minutes of oxygen left and the world closing in, Parker Turner's final dive became a timeless reminder that in the depths of the earth, even a single breath can mean the difference between life and death. If you found this story gripping, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. What would you do if you were trapped in that cave with only minutes of oxygen left?